It's your boy Shaun, and this is Supercars from the Hood. And today I want to present to you another budget list, but this time I want to do it with the supercars. So here's a list of supercars for under $65,000. And first we're going to start off with the Ferrari F355. Now, I've seen the 355 sell for as little as $49,000, and your daddy Doug DeMero says that this is the best looking modern Ferrari over the last 3 decades. And I kind of agree with him. This car is amazingly beautiful, it's brutally fast, even by today's standards, and the orchestral exhaust note is literal music to the ear. Now, there's a reason why this car was first on today's list, and yeah, there's that. And the massive maintenance cost completely offsets the cheap selling price for this car. With a 3 to 5 year engine out service, you're probably better off saving your money to buy a more modern Ferrari. But if you're thirsty to scratch that Ferrari itch, this could be a short-term fix, and I do mean short-term. And next we have the Acura NXX. Now, what can I say about the NXX that hasn't already been said? This car is damn near bulletproof. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and it's quite fast despite what some people say. You can daily it, you could track it, you could put it in your garage and sit and look at it because the car is that beautiful. Only flaw with the NXX is there's no drama, there's no theater with this car. In other words, it's not gonna try to kill you like other hypercars, supercars of this generation. It's just drivable. Anybody can drive it. You don't have to worry about it. The maintenance cost is not that high because it is, at the end of the day, a Honda, and it's probably the most basic supercar on today's list. And next we have the first modern supercar and probably the newest supercar on today's list, the Alfa Romeo 4C. Now, before you start smashing that dislike button and sending me hate mail for putting the 4C on today's list, let me explain. Yeah, I didn't know what else to put here. Yeah, I kind of ran out of other cars, and they say this is a supercar, so I figured, hey, I might as well put it on the list. And people might be mad and they might be glad because you can get the 4C for around $45,000, and a brand new one only costs $70,000. Now, this car is amazingly beautiful. It has that Italian design, but it has also a couple flaws. I've heard the first generation's radio is a bit shit. I don't hate to say that, but I can't get demonetized because I don't have monetization. So yeah, it's shit. And it doesn't have a trunk. There's no trunk on this car. The front of the hood is bolted down, and in some spots the interior is a bit cheap, but you do get what you pay for with this car. It's still amazing. And other spots, they say the ride position is kind of jinky and the road quality is not that great. You're gonna feel it when you're driving it, but it's a sports car, so what do you expect? So yeah, the 4C is amazing, it's beautiful, and you can get one for basically dirt cheap. And if you're into supercars and want one, this is a perfect one to get into. Next we have the penultimate edition on today's list, and a car made famous by Iron Man himself, the Audi R8. And of course we're talking about cars for under $65,000. So this is going to be the V8 early first generation R8s. Now, I called the NXX the basic supercar, and that is what the Audi R8 is, a modern version of the basic supercar. The R8 was a game changer when it released, riding off the back of his big brother, the Lamborghini Gallardo. This car is amazing. Now, you can get this car in an automatic, which Audi dubbed the R8, or in a manual. Now, as a car enthusiast, I'm supposed to tell you to buy the manual. It's the better of the two and gives you a better driving experience. But I can't drive an automatic, so I would have to go with the R8. And here's a bit of a flaw with that. The R8 has a bit of a clutch problem. You'll be buying a new clutch for this car quite often if you don't know how to drive it. It comes, a problem with launch control and people not understanding how the clutch works. So if I was you and I was interested in buying this car, I would get a PPI first to see what the clutch life on this car is, and if it's good, then go for it. That's what I'm saying. Buy this car. They're damn near bulletproof as well. But just remember, the manual is a better driving experience, but you can't go wrong with an Audi R8. And lastly, we have the Chevy C6 ZR1 Corvette. What a perfect way to end today's list. We got an angry, aggressive, brutal car that's ready to punch you in the mouth with the ZR1. The ZR1 is the fastest car on today's list, and with the new C7 ZR1, this car has had a massive depreciation hit, which I feel bad for the former owners, but for the ones that sold this car well before the new one came out, you, sir, are very smart. The biggest complaints I hear about this car is the interior is a bit cheap, and if that's a problem for you, you can get into a C7 Grand Sport for around the same price, not the same amount of power, but it is the better looking of the two cars. I also hear there's a bit of a rattling issue with this car. It kind of shakes, and it has something to do with the rotors not being thick enough, and I heard with weights on the wheels, it kind of fixes the issue. It's a simple fix as far as I know. Now, if you don't care that your massively overpowered supercar is about to rattle your back apart, then this is the perfect car for you, because not only is it a track beast and a road weapon, it's also American, which is a plus for us. I have no punchline for that joke I tried to set up. Yeah, so those are the 5 supercars for under $65,000. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. I hear it helps the channel. I don't know. And if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed, I suggest you subscribe if you want to. And with that said, I like to bring this whole thing to a close. So if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you want to see what I got planned next, come see what I got planned next. I got a lot of stuff for this channel, and I really want you guys to be there with me. With that said, I'll catch you next time.